Models of bilingual teaching, an introduction. Now, when we talk about bilingual education programs, it basically means use of two or multiple languages within a classroom or within the space of the school. However, it is important to remember that as we discussed, bilingual arrangements can be different. The way different subjects have been allocated to different languages, that can be different. The space of time that is given to different languages, that is can be different. And then the goals for which that bilingual education program has been constructed can also be different. So, for instance, the goal of a bilingual education program can only be transitory in nature. That is, you support the minority students to learn in their own language only until they are able to gain the proficiency needed in the majority language so they can switch to the majority language. That is one goal of bilingual education. So it is a possibility that what looks as a supportive structure is just this, and it is there for only some time. So although this kind of bilingual teaching learning model is supporting the learning of the bilingual children, yet this is a system that is there for only a short while, and it is not a system that is supporting bilingualism as such. So it is somehow gradually coercing the children to make a shift from their own language into the majority language. However, having said that, this type of bilingual education is also sensitive to the needs of the learners. So instead of throwing these children into an immersion program where all the subjects are taught in a language which these children might not understand, this does somehow respond to the needs of the minority students and supports them until and unless they are able to learn in the second language. Over here, we will talk about three different models of teaching and learning, and each of these models then has different goals of bilingual education. For instance, as we talked about this transitory goal of bilingual education, where bilingualism itself is not supported. However, there can be bilingual education programs where bilingualism as such is cultivated, developed, and encouraged. So over here, we have three different models that we will discuss in detail related to bilingual education. Please remember that although we are talking about only three models, there might be variations, a lot of variations and several other models which can be sort of like overlapping with these three. In any case, these three models are convergent bilingual education, immersion bilingual education, and multiple bilingual education. We will go through different modules looking at closely what each of these programs means, what the model of teaching and learning it follows, and what specific goals of bilingual education emerge from them. As we discuss them, I would encourage you to think about the context of Pakistan, think about your own classrooms and see what type of bilingual education are we dealing with.